حيدر علي 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 يا مولاي علي 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 علي.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Today I'm going to talk about that. At first, look at this video about the logic of Wahhabis about Quran chapter 33 verse 33.
This is Wahhabi's logic about Ayatul Tathir, which means Quran chapter 33 verse 33.
و ای زنان پیامبر در منازل خود در خانه های خود مستقر بشوید، استقرار پیدا کنید. میگن در خانه شوهر بمان. به این معنا نیست که مثلا حالا برای علاج و بیماری و نماز و روزه و حج و اینها از خونه بیرون نره. یعنی این از شوهر ارتباطش با شوهر قطع نشه و مستقر شدن در خانه، یعنی در خانه های پیامبر بمانید با اون زوجیه در واقع بعد از رحلت رسول الله. ولا تبرجن تبرج الجاهلیت الاولی، و زیورالات خود مانند جاهلیت اولی را نمایان نسازید و نماز بخوانید و زکات هم پرداخت کنید و از الله و رسولش اطاعت کنید، زیرا این است و جز این نیست که الله میخواهد. رجس کلمه الف لام گرفت، یعنی بود، شرک، مطلق پلیدی که کفر هست در واقع، از شما دور کند اهل بیت و شما را پاکیزه کنه.
You saw their logic, right? They had a speech for all of you to explain that the whole verse is about the wives of the Prophet. No, the Quran says something else. What does the Holy Quran say? What does the Holy Quran say? In chapter 33 verse 33. It says وَغَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرَّجَ الجَّاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى وَأَقِمْنَ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَيْنَ الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِعْنَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. The English meaning, it says, stay in your houses and do not flaunt your finery like the former days of pagan. Maintain the prayer and pay the zakat or pay the charity. And obey Allah and His Apostle. Indeed, Allah desires to repel all impurity from you, O people of the household, and purify you with the true purification. So what does the Quran says here? The Quran says, let me describe this for you in Arabic. So now what is it? Those Arabic words tells us. وَقَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ. As Arabs know, qarna refers to women. وَقَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرَّجْنَ refers to women. تَبَرَّجَ الجَّاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى وَأَقِمْنَ الصَّلَاةَ. أَقِمْنَ الصَّلَاةَ. أَقِمْنَ, the word of أَقِمْنَ refers to women. If it was for a man, Allah would use أَقِيمُ الصَّلَاةَ. But no, this is for women, the wives of the Prophet. أَقِمْنَ الصَّلَاةَ وَأَتَيْنَ الزَّكَاةَ. أَقِمْنَ and أَتَيْنَ refers to women. وَأَتَيْنَ الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِعْنَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. Ati'na refers to women too. This is the last word of this is the last part of this verse just that refers to women. So Ati'na Allah wa Rasulah, and obey Allah and His Apostle. So, and there is we have to stop at this last part of this verse, and we continue the verse to finish it. And the continuous says, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. Ankum refers to men. So we have to prove this in Sunni books. To refute their logic, Sahih Muslim in Kitab Fada'il al-Sahaba, which means chapter 44 in Sahih Muslim, Bab Fada'il Ahl Bayt al-Nabi in chapter 9, I think. Yes, حدثنا أبو بكر بن أبي شيبة. Abu Bakr ibn Abi Shayba quotes from Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Numayr and Muhammad ibn Bashar عن زكريا عن مصعب بن أبي شيبة عن صفية بنت شيبة قالت. They are quoting from the last narrator, Safiya bint Shayba. Safiya bint Shayba said, قالت Aisha, one of the wives of the Prophet. They say that this verse relates to the wives of the Prophet. One of the wives of the Prophet tells you in Sahih Muslim, O Sunni brothers. قالت عائشة خرج النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم غداة وغلبها مرط مرحل من شعر أسود فجاء حسن بن علي فأدخله ثم جاء حسين فأدخله معه ثم جاءت فاطمة فأدخلها ثم جاء علي فأدخله ثم قال إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم رجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. Yes. Aisha said one day a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his pure progeny, brought a black quilt. And when Imam Ali came in that situation, he brought the Imam Ali at the under of this quilt, like this. And after that, Imam Hassan came and Imam Hussein came after Imam Ali, and Imam Prophet guided them under the quilt in front of the wives of the Prophet, Aisha. And Holy Fatima, peace be upon her, came and Prophet guided her under the quilt. And he said, okay, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنكُمْ رِجْسَ أَهْلِ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. He said, oh, indeed Allah wants to desire all of impurity from you, all people of the household. وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. And he will make you purify in a purification way, in true purification. Yes, this part of the verse, according to Sahih Muslim, refers to the progeny of the Prophet, not household of the, not the wives of the Prophet. So the next verse, the next resource says Tafsir Amir al-Mu'minin, Tafsir al-Mu'minin Aisha radiyallahu anha. This tafsir about Aisha. Tafsir about Aisha says here, hadith number 78, it says وَقَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنكُمْ رِجْسَ أَهْلِ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. This verse in chapter 30, verse 33. It says that it relates to the household of the Prophet. Wives of the Prophet said that this part of the verse relates to the household of the Prophet, not our women. Even in one of the resources said that Salama narrate this, and even Salama asked the Prophet, do you want me to inter under the quilt with you all? Prophet said no, because you are the wife, you are one of my wives, and you have a high rank. Wives of the Prophet have the different rank than household of the Prophet. Household of the Prophet and the Prophet, Allah has purified them through purification. So جامع الأصول في أحاديث الرسول جزء التاسع, volume number 9, page 155. What does it says here? It says that in hadith 6702, سلمة قالت إن هذه الآية نزلت في بيتي. This verse revealed in my house, about chapter 33, verse 33. It said, وَأَنَّ جَالَسَ عِنْدَ الْبَابِ. I was sitting beside the door, and I said, O Messenger of Allah. She asked her husband, O Messenger of Allah, أَلَسْتُ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْبَيْتِ? Am I from your household? فقال, the Prophet said, فقال, إِنَّكَ إِلَى خَيْرٍ أَنْتِ مِنْ أَزْوَاجَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. You are the best, and you are one of the wives of Messenger of Allah. And Salama said, وفي بيت رسول الله وعلي وفاطمة وحسن وحسين فجللهم بكساء وقال اللهم هؤلاء أهل بيتي. He brought Imam Ali, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, and Holy Fatima under the quilt. He said, these are my household. And he said, فَأَذْهِبَ عَنْهُمُ الرِّجْسَ وَطَهِّرْهُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. Oh Allah, make them purify through purification. The second wife of the Prophet first said Aisha in Sahih Muslim, and now in في أحاديث الرسول جامع الأصول Salama. Both the wives of the Prophet said this is not refers to us, refers to the household of the Prophet. Kitab Fadail al-Sahaba, one of the Sunni books, volume number 2, which page 761. Hadith number 1341. Ibrahim ibn Abdullah quotes from Hajjaj, from Hamad, Ali ibn Zayd, and Anas from Inna Rasulullah كان يأتي بيت فاطمة 16 ثم أخرج من الصلاة الفجر يقول يا أهل البيت الصلاة يا أهل البيت إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم رجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. The Prophet, when he wanted to start morning or Fajr prayer, he was always telling to Imam Ali, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, he was entering to the house of Imam Ali, and he said, oh my household, hurry up for establishing the prayer. Indeed, Allah desires to repel all of the impurity and all of badness from you, O my household, and Allah will make you purified through purification way. Even Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal, volume number 3, page 254. Let me tell you in summary. وهم في أهل الأباء, and he guided them under the quilt, and he said, إنما يد الله, and he read this verse. We could prove this in Sahih Hadith. We could prove this in weak Hadith. So, this verse relates to wives of the Prophet according to Salama and Aisha. Al-Mu'mineen Salama, Al-Mu'mineen Aisha. According to these wives of the Prophet, they say no, this part of the verse never refers to us, refers to the household of the Prophet. But in the next verse, Allah continues about the wives of the Prophet. Thank you very much. May Allah keep all of you well, and may Allah guide all of you to the straight path. Thank you very much. Goodbye.